Hey guys, this is Bailey with Exor Games, and today we're going to be opening up a set booster box of Modern Horizons 2. There's 30 packs in here, so we're just going to jump straight into it. So just while I'm doing this, I'll talk about Exor Games. So you can buy and trade cards and sell them to us as well on our website, which is exorgames.com. So yeah, we've got 30 packs here, and we're just going to take them out of the box and start cracking. Yeah, so we're going to be hoping for Fetch Lance, Garth One-Eyed, Grist the Hunger Tide, Cabal Coffers, and I think Ragavan the Monkey Pirate. So, art card there. Island, commons, into the uncommons now, blossoming calm, and then rare right off the bat. That's pretty good. So moderation, can't cast more than one spell each turn, but whenever you cast a spell you draw a card. Squirrel mob, that's pretty sweet for anyone making Chatterfang decks now with the new commander. Underworld Hermit with the new art style, and a foil Disciple of the Sun. Cool. And an ad card. Alrighty, so we're just going to organize these into... Alrighty, and now we're going to jump into the second pack here. Art card. Uncommon Demon. Violin Tumor. Search your library for a card, put that card in your graveyard, shuffle. That's pretty good for any of those graveyard decks. Timeless Dragon. Upheaval. Return all permanents to their owner's hands. That can be pretty brutal. Another one of those Violent Tumors. And Smell Fear. And then another ad. Wrong way. Chatterstorm. Skyblade's Boon. Raving Visionary. Lazatop Chancellor. And then sweet, our first fetch land, Arid Mesa. That's awesome. Yep, so you pay one, tap and sacrifice it to search your library for a mountains or a plains. You can even search for like a true dual land if you have one. That's a really good pull off the start. And then another uncommon. Old style art, that's always pretty cool. And then another foil. Chatterfang. Dermotaxi. I haven't actually seen this one before. When he enters the battlefield, you exile a creature card, and then you create tap two untapped creatures you control, and he becomes a copy of the exiled card for 2 mana. That is pretty cool. Ooh, sweet. Scion of Draco. That's pretty sweet. Awesome mythic. 2 less to cast for each basic land type you control. So if you've got 5 lands out, this guy only costs 2 to go out. That's pretty sweet. And then the full art as well. It's a beautiful card. Seal of Cleansing. Goblin Archamancer and Cult Initiate. Cabal. Squirrel token. Swamp. That guy's pretty cool. Good commander there if you're making a multicolor white and red Boros deck. Then a wizard laboratory. You can return a wizard to your hand. Neat art. And foil. Incarnation. Uncommon. Chef's Kiss. Not the best card there, but still pretty good. Zuron Orb. Sacrifice a land, you gain 2 life. Those can be pretty evil in certain decks that you're trying to burn people for their lands. And then an Archon of Cruelty. Can't go wrong with a foil mythic of the alternate art cards. That's really cool, actually. Pretty evil card as well. When he enters the battlefield or attacks, target opponent sacrifices a creature or planeswalker, discards a card, and loses 3 life. You draw a card and gain 3 life. So a lot of value every turn with that guy. And just so you guys know, all of these cards will be available on exorgames.com. They'll be on there today. Upside down. Brainstone, cool. Rise and Shine. Ignoble Hierarch, that's a good one there. That's one a lot of people are looking for. So we'll put him there. Scourge Familiar. Faithless Salvaging. Foil Fedalkin Infiltrator. Misty Rainforest, that's a really good one there. Pay 1 life, tap and sacrifice it, search your library for a forest or island, another fetch land. These are definitely what we're looking for here. Very good pull. Late to dinner. Night Admire. Ravenous Squirrel. And Grief. This is another one we were definitely looking for. So when he enters the battlefield, target opponent reveals their hand and you choose a non-land card from it and they discard that card. Now, what's awesome is that you can invoke it by just exiling a black card from your hand, which is pretty sweet. And a Verdant Catacombs, another fetch land with the old border. Now these ones are really awesome too. So this one you can search for a swamp or a forest. So definitely another good pull. We're really getting 3 fetch lands is great, and we're not even halfway through this box. Followed by another foil Arid Mesa. Wow, this box is just going crazy. That's amazing. That is really good. That's very impressive. Hopefully the rest of the box keeps up like this. That'll be amazing. Dockhand, Island Walk, and you can pay 1 to tap target land. I'm not even going to begin to try to pronounce that, but that one's a pretty cool one as well. Awesome commander. Goblin bombardment. Another rare. This is like the 4th rare in that pack. Add X mana of any color, where X is the number of enchantments you control. That's actually really cool if you're making an enchantment deck. Violin Tumor, Timeless Witness, and a Persist. That is a very good card as well. You can enter, return target non-legendary creature from your graveyard to the battlefield with a -1/-1 counter. Great for any like graveyard decks and stuff like that. Extruder. Allows a top Chancellor. Necromancer's Familiar. Timeless Dragon art card, and a really beautiful foil island there. Salamander. Underworld Hermit. Legion Vanguard. Squirrel Sanctuary. Ravenous Squirrel. This is the squirrel. This is the squirrel pack right here. Other squirrels get +1/+1. Karth the Lion. When he enters the battlefield or a planeswalker you control dies, look at the top 7 cards of your library. You can reveal a planeswalker card from among them and put it into your hand, put the rest at the bottom of your library in any order, and planeswalker's loyalty abilities cost +1 more to activate, which is pretty sweet. So this is like a commander if you're making like a planeswalker heavy deck. Nisha's Factory. Crown of Empires. Squirrel Token. Ooh, one of the signed art cards of the, I forget what the name of it is, but it makes all the land cards forests in addition to their other types. Squirrel Sovereign. Scurry Oak. Master of Death. Enchantress's Presence. Whenever you cast an enchantment spell, draw a card. Mind Collapse. And Discerning Taste. I don't even know what that is. Nice. So that was the guy we were looking for, Ragavan. He's, I think, the most expensive card in the set. Really good card. Really fun commander if you're looking for something unique to make in mono red. That's awesome. That's another great pull. We're really hitting everything today. Old Air Brainstone. And Lord of the Undead. All zombies get +1/+1, and you can pay 2 and return a zombie card from your graveyard to your hand. That's really cool. This is a really good box. It's one of the best I've seen. Alrighty, so green creatures you control get +1/+1 whenever green enters the battlefield under your control. Scry 1. That's really good if you're making a green deck. That guy's disc. Forget his name, can't pronounce it. Glimmerburn and Oof, pretty cool, pretty cool. Hellmongrel. Devil. Bird Spirit, Scour the Desert, Glorious Enforcer, and Verdant Command. That's a pretty sweet card. You can do a bunch of different things. It's like a little toolbox. Sea Drake, Lens Flare, Breathless Night Foil, and Boggart Arsonists. Soul Talisman, great card. It's like a timed Soul Ring. Not quite as good as Soul Ring, but still, I mean, Soul Ring's kind of overpowered as it is, so that's awesome. Mog Salvage, Timeless Witness, Disciple of the Sun, and Morophon the Boundless. That's an awesome card. If you're making a tribal deck, it's changeling, so it's every creature type, and it's all 5 colors, which is really awesome. Yeah, that's a great pull as well. This box is unreal. Foil Swamp. Tree Folk. Endurance, Elemental Incarnation. We're getting tons of mythics here. Flash Reach, when he enters the battlefield, target player puts all the cards from their graveyard on top of their library in a random order. That's pretty evil. That's awesome. And a Scalding Tarn Old Art. That's amazing. This box is just keeps on going. That is great. Another Enchantress's Presence. And wow, this box is going crazy. Scalding Tarn, obviously another fetch land that can tap for search for an island or a mountain. Another one, Sanctum Weaver, another great one. Necrogoyf, power is equal to the number of creature cards in all graveyards. And at the beginning of each player's upkeep, they discard a card. Always fun discarding cards. Bird token. Human Berserker, Bloodbraid Marauder, Seal of Removal, Floodhound, and Orchard Strider. A little bit of a miss, but we really can't be complaining after all the other ones there. Another fetch land, Verdant Catacombs. This is unreal. Gorilla Shaman, Bone Shards, Fodder Tosser. Awesome. Can't complain about fetch lands. Garth One-Eyed. Can hope for that guy, but we're asking for quite a bit at that point. Fey Offering, great card in green. Strike it Rich, create a treasure token with flashback. And Damn, another great card. Unironically, Damn. And great card, it's got a built-in Wrath of God. Cannot complain there. Squirrel Mob and a Ravenous Squirrel. Sweet. Swamp. Cabal Initiate. Monoskellion, like a Triskelion, but one. Ren's Hydra Hut. Run Hydra. Constable of the Realm. Obsidian Charmaw. Dragon 4/4. Good old Human Elder. Sweet. Getting down to the last few packs here, but we've still got a chance to get tons of good stuff, especially if they go the same as those first few packs did. Diamond Lion. Discard your hand and add 3 mana of any one color. It's kind of like a built-in Black Lotus, and boom, another mythic. Merfolk God. She has indestructible as long as you control 2 other merfolk, and whenever she attacks, draw a card. And other merfolk you control have Ward 1. Great commander, especially if you're trying to make a merfolk tribal deck there. That'd be really fun. Sealer Removal, Kitchen Imp. And this is a great card here too, actually. Foil, like alternative art. If you were running this as your commander, this is the variant you probably want. Great card. Whenever you cast an enchantment, you gain a life and draw a card. Really has a good rhythm there, and for only 2 mana, it's very strong. Scour the Desert, Glorious Enforcer, and another Dam, and another Squirrel Mob. Still pretty good. And an Ornithopter of Paradise. Dress Down. When he enters the battlefield, creatures lose all abilities, and at the beginning of the end step, sacrifice it. But you can flash it in during an opponent's turn or something like that, and it's pretty evil. Bone Shards, Mind Collapse, and Soul Catcher's Airy. Oof. Another Glorious Enforcer, Graceful Restoration, Calibrated Blast. Quite a bit of stuff going on in that card. Mog Salvage, Garradon, Unbounded Potential. It's just fair. Just fair pack, but hey, we've still got 3 to go, so we'll do this one here, and you know, there's always a chance for another crazy double fetch land pack. Sorrows, Tomb Defiler, Gaia's Will. Until your next turn, you can play lands and cast spells from your graveyard. If a card would be put into your graveyard from anywhere this turn, exile that card instead with Suspend 4. Boom, Mythic. Tourage Dread Candor, Human Cleric with Kicker 2. Protection from white. Whenever an opponent discards a card, put a +1/+1 counter on him. And whenever he enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, target opponent discards 2 cards at random. So, good commander card there if you could build a commander deck around him. If a player has exactly 10 life, it deals 10 damage to that player. That's kind of evil. That's a hilarious card. I've never seen that guy before. Foil Plains, Underworld Hermit, Squirrel Sanctuary. Boom, that guy's pretty cool. Elder Dragon, you give that guy lifelink, and whenever he dies, you're gaining 20, 30 life easily. Probably more. Awesome card, yeah. Another Ignoble Hierarch. That's great. Oop. Ignoble Hierarch. Great card, especially if you're in Jund, which is black, red, and green. Vindicate, destroy target permanent in white and black. Awesome cards. Step Through, and Lightning Spear. Now we're down to our last pack here, so let's hope we get a couple coffers and Geth and a couple Scalding Tarns. Uh-oh. Looks like only one rare this time. Young Necromancer. Magnus of the Bridge. Whenever a non-token creature is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, create a 2/2. But if an opponent's creature is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, you exile him. Oh, was 2 rares. Another Disc. And a Marbled Gargoyle. Not too bad, not too bad. Really great pack. So we'll just see how many. We'll go through the good stuff right now, and then yeah, we'll start to wrap this up. So I think we got Jiatsu's Second Right, Vindicate, Ignoble Hierarch, Piru the Volatile, Turash Dread Cantor, Svilion, the Sea and Sky, a Verdant Catacombs, so we'll set that guy here, a Scalding Tarns, that's 2 fetch lands, Endurance, Morophon, Ragavan, Sanctum, and Arid Mesa, which is 3, and that guy's a foil too. The Old Art, Verdant Catacombs for 4, 5 with the Misty Rainforest, another Ignoble Hierarch, an Arid Mesa for 6 fetch lands, Grief, Archon of Cruelty, and Skyo of Draco. So this was honestly a really good hitter of a box. Like, that's unreal. Those always good to see a lot of fetch lands, let alone 6. And these will all be on our website today. So if you're looking for any of these cards, and we got them, it's awesome pulls today. And keep an eye out for Magic's D&D Adventures in the Forgotten Realms as well. We'll be having that whenever they come out. So awesome, and thank you very much. And our website is exorgames.com.